y'all? This is Coach Brian back with a Brian Boxing News update. Hey, just to let you know, this weekend was jam-packed with a bunch of exciting fights. One in particular I want to bring note to was the unification fight between Hurd versus Laura. Outstanding fight. If you didn't get a chance to look at it live on TV on Showtime, or then you check it out on YouTube. There's so many of them out there. You can watch the whole entire fight. By far, well worth it. Should have been a pay-per-view, but thank God it was free $95. All right. So let's explain what happened. So, spoiler alert: Hurd won, 12-round decision by 1 point on 2 judges' cards. Outstanding. You're talking about and the reason why he won, it was because of the late knockdown in the 12th round with less than 30 seconds left into the round. Hurd was able to land it looked like a right cross, a straight right. I had to re-look at it because it looks kind of awkward whenever he's a southpaw. I get so mixed up. I look at it, but he landed that straight right, dropped Laura, and that was it. That's all he needed. It was just enough to seal the deal with that right there. So what happened in that fight? Well, he was able to unify the WBF, the WBA, and the IBO junior middleweight championships of the world. Wow. So what's left? Him versus Jermell Charlo. That, my friend, is a pay-per-view. I understand people want to see the Triple G and the Canelo. I got you. Canelo ain't got no belts, right? Those two cats, you talking about history in the making. You're talking about one fight that's going to have your second unified champion of a division. The last person to do it, of course, is Crawford, the outstanding boxer that he is. There hasn't been over for decades anybody to unify the championships but Crawford. But now we look like we're on the verge of being a second one. Now let me explain. These two fighters, you may or may not even heard. This is kind of sad, right? So if you're not a boxing enthusiast, if you're just a fly-by-night fan, you may have never heard of Jermell Charlo. You may have never heard of Swift, Hurd. You may have never heard them. But let me tell you, boxing enthusiasts, true boxing fans, oh, they know them. And recently, what makes this fight is really interesting is the personalities, right? So recently, the Charlo brothers, been following them since maybe the mid-2000s, because I'm from Sugarland and they're from A-Leaf, which is roughly like right down the street. SWAT, represent at 281-713. So anyways, of course, I've always been, I followed them throughout the years, and recently, they recently came out their shells. I don't know what would make. Normally they're very humble, and all they say is, hey, they're just honing in on their craft. That's it, right? But just recently something said, hey, let people know how you really feel. And man, oh man, have they been doing that. They have been telling everybody and their mama how they feel. And if you got a problem with it, they say take it to the streets. They done called out Tank Davis, Adrian Broner, Canelo, Triple G, Danny Jacobs, both of the brothers. Just calling out. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's probably the worst. If boxing could be a tag team, them two right there would be the tag team champions of the world, right? Okay, so Hurd is kind of like opposite. He's very humble, very quiet, kept to himself, still live with his parents. Nothing wrong with that. Keeps you grounded. But he's calling out people, and there's no in between. It's like, hey, let's do this. You want to do this? I want to do this. Let's make it happen. Thank God for Showtime Boxing, huh? They've been doing some amazing things. So I think it's going to be an outstanding fight. I think Hurd's ability to absorb punishment, because that's exactly what he has, this uncanny ability to do. Just take some punches, just eat a punch and walk through it. And Charlo's outstanding athleticism and his dynamite punches. Now, I'm not saying that he's the hardest puncher at the 154, but damn it, I don't see nobody taking his punch and just walking through it. So we're about to see something go down. So please write in your comments I'm not writing your comments. Write in my comments of this video. Please share, like, and subscribe to this video and all my other videos. Hit that bell notification. And thank you so much for your everlasting support. I've been out the game for a little bit, but I'm back. Just been too many exciting things going on to pass up. So thanks for this opportunity to continue and do this. And thank you so much for your support. Again, Pride Never Quit. Brian Boxing out.